So Twitter has a nice API for getting tweets. There's a nice package in R called Twitter with a capital R at the end. I'm going to use that to show you how you can kind of capture tweets from the web and do some basic analysis. So at the health department, we're interested in dogs, and we're interested in them because they bite humans and they transmit rabies. And so I'm going to look for the term dog. I don't want more than 500 returns, and I want it to be near this longitude and latitude, no more than 50 miles away, right? That, of course, being Gainesville. This gives me a list of 133. I'm going to get rid of any repeats, any retweets. I'm going to convert it to a data frame. And I also, this is what it looks like. These are all these tweets in the last 24 hours about dogs in our area. Like, my dog is pretty much my best friend, all one word. Now we need to clean up some of the characters and clean up the data frame and stuff like that. And there's a few ways we could visualize this data. Once you've got it, you can do whatever you want. This is just an example. One would be to clean it up and get the counts and how many times each word was used, and then make something like a word cloud, right? Which is something like this, where the size of the word refers to the relative frequency. Basically, most of these words show up just one time, like, oh look, there I am, brew, or pants, or sausage, or gold, or Hannah, or haha. And then there's words that show up more than once, like he, dog, do, etc. You know, for my purposes, maybe I would look for the word bite or something like this. Another way is to just look at the top terms. Here you can see what they are. Most popular one is a space. Then there's A, S, I. So of course we would want to clean that up a little bit more. A cool thing is that we can look at points of where these showed up. So you can see a lot were in Alachua County. Most were over here closer to Jacksonville. It seems like there's kind of a cluster of dog references right here, so that'd be kind of interesting to explore. Another thing we can do with Twitter data is to take advantage of the fact that they keep track of trends, that is, terms that are being used unusually a lot. So if you look at available trends, you can see all the places that they keep track of trends for, basically big cities and stuff like that. Let's get the closest trends for us, and that would be over in Jacksonville. And we'll get those trends for Jacksonville, and that looks like this. It's a data frame of what's trending. Right now, for example, things Jesus never said, April Fools, Iran, Winnie the Pooh, etc. So that's interesting, and that could be of public health relevance to see what's trending where, especially in the case of an emergency. Speaking of emergencies, let's do one more fun thing with Twitter. Let's get any tweet related to Ebola in the last 24 hours. And as before, we're going to get rid of any retweets. We're going to clean it up a bit. We're going to get the locations cleaned up. And then we can just make a really simple map showing us where it is that Ebola has been mentioned in tweets in the last 24 hours. And that'll take just a second more, and here's our map. You can see Central America, Europe. So this could be something of use to public health practitioners. I think you'd most likely find these being news sources, but the fact that there's a Costa Rican Ebola reference, maybe if I worked for the WHO, I'd like to look into that.